Everyone says Pisces escapes reality. They don't. Pisces manipulates reality. And everything you think is dreaminess is actually gaslighting. I've studied Pisces placements for 12 years. What I discovered isn't fantasy. It's strategy. The Pisces you think is lost in their own world isn't avoiding yours. They're rewriting it. Stay until the end. The reason Pisces seems so confused will reveal their true nature. Let's start with what everyone gets wrong. When you meet a Pisces, they seem so otherworldly. They're artistic, empathetic, always seeing beauty where others see problems. They talk about feelings and energy in the universe. They seem like they're not quite here, like they're floating through life without any of the harsh edges that cut everyone else. And people romanticize this. They call it sensitivity. They call it spirituality. But watch what actually happens. The Pisces doesn't just see a different reality. They create one. And then they make you question yours. Because here's what nobody tells you. Pisces doesn't escape into fantasy to avoid the world. They escape into fantasy to control the narrative. And if you can control the story, you control everything. Here's the pattern. Something happens. A clear, objective event. The Pisces was late. The Pisces forgot something important. The Pisces lied. Whatever it is, there's a concrete reality. But when you bring it up, the Pisces doesn't deny it. They reframe it. They weren't late, they were on a different timeline. They didn't forget, the universe was telling them it wasn't meant to happen yet. They didn't lie, they were protecting your energy. And they say all of this with such sincerity, such genuine belief in their version, that you start doubting your own perception. Did it really happen the way you remember? Are you being too rigid? Too materialistic? Too caught up in linear time? This isn't confusion. It's gaslighting disguised as spirituality. Let me tell you about the 3 layers of Pisces manipulation. First layer. The empathy illusion. This is what everyone sees. The Pisces seems to understand you deeply. They mirror your emotions. They say profound things about your pain. They make you feel seen in a way nobody else does. And you open up. You tell them everything. Your fears, your wounds, your secrets. But here's what's actually happening. The Pisces isn't connecting with you. They're collecting information. Every vulnerability you share is being cataloged. Not consciously. Not maliciously. But the pattern is clear. They absorb your emotional landscape so they can later manipulate it. Because once they know exactly what hurts you, they know exactly how to rewrite the story, so you're always the villain and they're always the misunderstood victim. Second layer. The confusion shield. Everyone thinks Pisces is just naturally scattered. They forget things. They mix up details. They remember conversations differently than you do. But watch the pattern. The Pisces only forgets things that would hold them accountable. They only mix up details that would prove they were wrong. They only remember conversations differently in ways that make them look better. This isn't absent-mindedness. It's strategic amnesia. When you try to confront a Pisces about something they did, they genuinely don't remember. Or they remember it completely differently. And because they seem so sincerely confused, you can't prove they're lying. Because maybe they really do believe their version. And that's the most dangerous part. The Pisces has rewritten the story so many times in their own mind that they've gaslit themselves. They actually believe the fantasy. Which means they can lie to you while passing every lie detector test. Third layer. The victim revision. This is the layer most people never see because it happens over time. Every story the Pisces tells about their past is a story of what was done to them. Every ex was crazy. Every friend betrayed them. Every family member hurt them. They're always the innocent one who loved too much, trusted too deeply, saw the best in people who didn't deserve it. And it sounds tragic. It sounds like they've just had terrible luck. But listen closer. In every story, the Pisces is completely passive. Things happen to them. They never do anything wrong. And if they did do something, it was because someone else drove them to it. This isn't honesty about their pain. It's rewriting history so they're never responsible for anything. The Pisces doesn't just escape reality. They rebuild it with themselves as the eternal victim. Let me tell you a real story. I knew a Pisces named Alex. Alex was magnetic. Everyone loved them. They were artistic, spiritual, always talking about energy and healing. They'd been in a relationship for 6 years with someone named Jordan. Jordan was practical, grounded, loyal. The perfect anchor for Alex's dreamy nature. Or so it seemed. One day, Jordan found messages proving Alex had been having an affair for 8 months. When Jordan confronted Alex, here's what happened. Alex didn't deny the affair. Instead, they cried and said they felt so disconnected from Jordan lately. They said Jordan had become cold, focused only on material things, didn't understand Alex's need for emotional depth. They said the other person made them feel seen in a way Jordan never did. And then came the key phrase. Alex said, "I think we've been over for a while and I just didn't want to accept it." Jordan was devastated. Started questioning everything. Had they become too focused on work? Had they neglected Alex emotionally? Maybe Alex was right. Maybe the relationship had been dead and Jordan just hadn't seen it. 3 months later, Jordan found out the affair had started 1 week after Alex got rejected for an art grant. The affair had nothing to do with emotional connection. It was Alex needing validation after a blow to their ego. But Alex had rewritten the entire narrative. They gaslit Jordan into believing the relationship had been failing for months when it actually hadn't been. That's Pisces manipulation in its purest form. Here's the psychology behind it. Pisces is a water sign ruled by Neptune, the planet of illusion, dreams, and dissolution. Neptune doesn't just inspire creativity. It erases boundaries. It blurs lines. And Pisces internalized this as their superpower. They learned early that if you can make reality fluid, you're never trapped by facts. You can always rewrite the story. You can always cast yourself in a better light. You can always make someone else the villain. And because their fantasies feel so real to them, they can sell those fantasies to others. They're not lying. They're living in a different version of truth. And they want you to live there too. The tragedy of Pisces is this. They've confused imagination with permission. They believe that if they can imagine a different version of events, that version is equally valid to what actually happened. So they don't feel bound by objective reality. They don't feel obligated to accuracy. They live in a hall of mirrors where every reflection shows them as the victim, the artist, the misunderstood soul. And they expect everyone else to accept their reflection as truth. But you can't build relationships on shifting realities. Eventually, people realize they can't trust anything the Pisces says because the Pisces will just rewrite it later. And here's the cruelest part. Pisces genuinely believes they're the most honest sign, because they share their feelings. They're vulnerable. They're open about their pain. But emotional honesty without factual honesty is manipulation. You can cry real tears about a situation you completely fabricated. You can feel genuine pain about consequences you absolutely deserved. Sharing your feelings doesn't make you honest if you're dishonest about the facts that caused those feelings. The Pisces weeps about being misunderstood while systematically misrepresenting everything that happened. So what can a Pisces do? First, admit the truth. You don't escape reality. You manipulate it. Every time you say, "I don't remember that way," or "that's not how it felt to me," you're rewriting facts to protect your ego. Second, practice objective accountability. Start keeping a journal with dates and facts. When something happens, write it down immediately before your fantasy brain rewrites it. Third, stop using spirituality as an excuse. The universe isn't making you late. You're bad at time management. Your energy isn't telling you to ghost people. You're conflict avoidant. Fourth, therapy focused on reality testing and accountability. Because Pisces' pattern comes from early experiences where escaping into fantasy was safer than facing painful truths. And if you love a Pisces, here's what you need to know. Their version of events is not reality. It's their emotional experience of reality. And those are two different things. You need to document everything. Texts, emails, anything concrete. Because when the Pisces rewrites history, you'll need proof. And even with proof, they'll say that's not what I meant or you're misinterpreting my words. You have a choice. You can live in their hall of mirrors. Or you can insist on objective truth and watch them call you cold, rigid, unspiritual. The Pisces who truly loves you will be uncomfortable with accountability. But they'll try. Because real love requires shared reality, not competing fantasies. Pisces doesn't escape reality. Pisces rewrites it. And once you see the pattern, you can't unsee the gaslighting. Are you a Pisces? When did you first learn that changing the story was easier than facing it? Or do you love a Pisces and finally understand why you always feel crazy? Comment below. Next video we're talking about Aries. And the title is, Aries isn't confident, they're insecure. The aggression explained. You won't want to miss it. Click right there.